Welcome, guys. Welcome to the next Master the Art of Persuasion and Influence, communicate more effectively and powerfully, and hear more people say yes to you. So what I thought I'd do is just really quickly introductions, maybe a 20, 25-second introduction, and that way I can teach some tools to you guys that'll be appropriate and interesting to the people that are here in the group today. I got a couple cool things for you. You can get returns when you're not allowed to return things, get discounts at places that don't give discounts, get hotel upgrades. Got some cool stuff for hearing yes. I'll do some different tag questions. Again, all about getting more yeses from people and becoming more influential and persuasive. And this is not just the James show. As fun as that would be, this is not just the James show. It's really for everyone here. Bring what's not working in your life, in your work, in your relationships. Bring where you want to grow, how you want to succeed and win in your life. And we'll discuss it. We'll talk to it. We'll mastermind it. And inevitably, I have some tools for you that'll help with that. So enough said for now. Feel free. Why don't we do ladies first, either Trina or Zareen? Really, again, 20, 25 seconds. Who are you? What do you do? And maybe a goal and a challenge right now for you.
Okay, I'll go since it was silent. Trina Rolkoff. I'm a conflict management, resiliency, risk mitigation specialist. Goal is to leverage the understanding, education, and risk mitigation that resiliency isn't fluffy and soft, but it's actually risk mitigation, personally, professionally, organizationally, operationally. And goal is to create intergenerational trauma and conflict resiliency post-COVID.
Right on, right on. By the way, did I connect you with Nicole Tirabarelli? She does something similar yet different, and it might be cool if you guys to connect. Remind me, did I ever connect you too?
Yeah, but that'd be cool.
I will do that. I'll do that. Trina, and here we go. I'm just going to drop an email here. Perfect. I'll be connecting you. Amazing. Thanks for going first, Trina. And Zareen, why don't you go next if you like?
Yeah, sure. So, James, hi, everybody. Zareen here. I manage HR in one of the IT companies here. By profession, I am a psychotherapist. My goal personally is to work on inclusivity and diversity in Pakistan and work on mental health. However, with my current role and responsibilities as an HR manager, the most difficult challenge that I face every day is the resistance from people, from the workforce, and so it kind of conflicts with my therapeutic as a psychotherapist role as well, where we are with the client, supporting what they want and supporting their roles. However, as an HR manager, there are some things that I have to get a buy-in from. My biggest challenge is.
Got a resistance in the workforce, getting buy-in. Got it.
Correct.
Got it. Cool.
Yes.
Well, thank you for sharing. Welcome, by the way, as well. That's for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Amazing. We're talking about some tools for that for you too. Who's next?
I'll go ahead and jump in. I'm Jonathan. I run an agency over here in the United States called Whitebeard Strategies, and we work with clients to help them basically create an online presence to generate inbound leads. I just recently left an agency that I started about 13 years ago, so it's a new venture for mine, and I'm always looking to learn more from James. James and I met on a podcast, and was just so totally impressed. So excited to be here and see what wisdom bombs, so to speak, are you going to drop along the way. Always looking to learn more. So thanks, James.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. And welcome. Ian, welcome, brother.
Yeah. Nice to meet everyone. Thanks, James, for the Facebook ad this morning. I popped on there. I saw your ad, and then I scrolled down your news feed there and saw this program on for this morning. So it worked out really well.
Beautiful.
I'm from Kelowna, BC, and love life there. Yeah, reminded me of your picture there in the summertime. But yeah, I'm a full-time real estate investor. Cool. I partner with people, and we buy revenue producing properties primarily in the Edmonton area. On the side, like Zareen, I'm also a counselor therapist. I work in Nunavut, which is where I'm at now, actually, in northern Nunavut, and I work with the Inuit for a short rotation, and then back to Kelowna. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool, brother. I love it. I love it. I love it. Lots of interesting people here, that's for sure. Oh, speak of the devil and who should appear. Nicole, were your ears burning? We were just talking about you. So welcome, Ian, by the way. Welcome. A lot of cool, interesting people here, that's for sure. Usually, I don't attract people that are, really not up to anything. With a title of Master the Art of Persuasion and Influence, hear more people say yes. So welcome, Nicole. I know you mentioned you'd be at work today. Are you able to just quickly give us a 20 to 25 second of who you are, what you do, or are you in the middle of something at work? Cool. Let Nicole introduce herself later then. No worries. Okay, cool. So want to do something for you guys as well. Want to teach you something called agree and repeat. So called agree and repeat. And this helps you become more persuasive, more influential. I'm going to set up something here for us. There we go. Okay, so agree and repeat. I'm going to give you guys, let me jump on here. Oh, no, everyone. No problem, Nicole. I know Nicole's multitasking and listening from work. So check this out. This is called agree and repeat. So we'll do a couple things today. One of them is going to be this. So agree and repeat is a really, really interesting technique to hear more yeses, to get past people's BS, get past the initial no. Like you ask, let's say it's a cell phone company for a discount. Or for something. Oh, no, we can't. No, sorry. You ask for a discount at a restaurant. Maybe not a restaurant as much, but like a hotel, some kind of service, or you want to be able to return something. You want to upgrade extra services. For example, agree and repeat works very, very well. And it's very, very, very easy. It's simply, someone says something to you, or so someone says something to you and they're not getting it, they're not hearing no, go away. Or you say something, ask for something, someone. And this helps whether you're in real estate, whether you're in business, whether you're coaching, mentoring. Again, Zareen, you mentioned too, really getting this resistance and bypassing resistance. We'll also talk about tag questions and the Milton model as well on that today. Couple cool things to teach you guys today. Maybe even a relaxing meditation if we have some time. So, okay, agree and repeat. Someone says something to you. Okay, cool. Someone says something, or you ask them. For example, let's say they're trying to sell you something and you don't want it and they're not getting it and they're pushy. Or let's say you want something, you want a discount, you want a better offer, you want an extra or a freebie. Hey, okay, I'm going to say yes to this. I'm going to buy this thing, and I would like blank. A bonus this or a bonus that, or I want you to be able to help me with this or do that. So when we do this, they'll say something to you. So the next thing that happens is usually they say something to you. In fact, I'm going to break this up because it's confusing. Okay. This is number one, situation number one. This is situation number two. You ask for something, say something. They say something to you, they respond with a no. For example, if they respond with a yes, well, then the process continues. The process stops, right? They say something to you, they respond with a no. Then you respond with agreeing. No, I hear you. No, I hear you. Or agreeing. I hear you. Yes, and then blank. What they just said. And I'll give you a couple examples for both these. Actually, I'll give you a couple examples for both. So you respond with agreeing, agree with them. Again, it's called agree and repeat. If we say no, or you're wrong, or rah rah, again, it gets people's backs up, right? It causes resistance. So if you agree with them, Trina and Nicole, Zareen, Ian, Jonathan, when you agree with them, then this will it bypasses the resistance. So I hear you, or yes, for example, I was at a store. Yes, I totally get it. Totally hear it's not your policy. Repeat your request. And then keep cycling until you get a yes. So yes, I hear you. It's not in your policy. And then repeat your request. I would like a discount. I would like a gift card. I would like the upgrade. I would like the room upgrade. And maybe let's say they say, I'll give you a live example of this. For example, I was asking for, I wanted to return, I bought a crappy vacuum, really crappy vacuum. I should have gone with a Dyson, love my Dyson. I bought a crappy Dyson impersonation of a vacuum. It was a piece of junk. I'd had it for a year. I'm like, this is junk. I want to go back. They had Dysons on sale. I said, hey, I'd like to swap this for a Dyson. And they said, oh, it's been a year. We can't do that. And I said, I understand it's been a year. So again, I respond with agreeing, not a resistance. Oh, you suck, your store sucks. None of that, because you get resistance, you'll piss people off. Remember, you catch more flies with honey. And this process. I said to them, I hear you. I hear you. Got it, whatever you want to say. Got it. I respect that. I avoid saying I understand, guys. You can, but it can build resistance to the word I understand versus I hear you. Got it. I respect that. I acknowledge that. Right? So, yes, for example, I understand it's been over a year. It's been too long. I hear that. And keep cycling. And I'd really like you to be able to do this for me. This was a piece of junk. You can add things in if you want. Add supporting comments if you want. Like, again, this is a piece of crap. It's been a year. I'm really unhappy with this as well. That kind of thing. I'm really unhappy with this vacuum. He said, I feel bad. I feel bad. Sorry, sir. So he said, sorry, I feel bad that you're stuck with this thing, but it's against store policy. And I said, I hear you. I got it. Yep, I get it. It's against store policy. I hear that, totally hear that. And I'd really like you to exchange this for me. And he said, I wish I could. I really wish I could. And this was the manager I'd asked for actually at this point, because the green repeat, the person at the front desk, customer service, only had so much. So then I switched to the manager. And again, it's policy, sir. We can't do it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I really want to support your store. I don't want Amazon to take over the world as it is. I want to be able to give you my money. Can I please give you more of my money? I'm actually here to give you more money. Would you like my money? Would you like my more money? He's like, of course we would. I said, then, and I repeated my request. I said, then I'd like you to let me return this and give me that credit towards a new unit. He's like, I wish I'd love to. I wish I could. I can't. And I said, I really want to work with you guys. And again, support them, right? Offer some commentary. I really would love to support your business and to work with you. This thing, literally, it's a piece of junk. I should have returned it. Yes, you're right. Before the year was up. And it's a piece of junk. I really would like you to do this. Could you give me a gift card? Could you give me a gift? And I'm nodding as I say this, again, influential. I'm nodding. Could you please give me a gift card? As well, body language, right? Could you please give me a gift card? I'd really appreciate it. And you could say, I'll even give you a rave review. I'll give you a 5-star Google review. I'll give you a rave review. Again, you're appealing to their kind of self-serving interests of them or the store. So again, I had supporting comments. I'll give you guys a great review. I'll do this. I'll do that. He's like, well, yeah, I can't give you a gift card. I would get in trouble because it's been over a year. It's not like, we did something wrong. I can't really give you a gift card credit. I said, yeah, I get it. I hear you. You're right. There's nothing sorted wrong. You're right. I said, and I'm very unhappy with my purchase. Would you love me to be a wild fan? Would you love me a raving fan, a wild customer? And he said, yeah. He's like, I really would. And then I started seeing that armor loosening, or the tight, no, it's not our policy. That, and then just the mental, the automatic, no, it's not our policy. No, we can't. I started seeing that start letting go. And he said, I do feel bad you got it, because people start to get it after the third or fourth iteration. I feel bad you have this piece of junk that doesn't work for you and you're not happy. I said, yeah, I'd love to support your store. I want to pay you more money. I'm happy to give you a great review as well. I'm very, very happy to give you a rave review for helping me, and a Google review. That'll help the store. Again, add some supporting stuff if you want. And appeal appeal to their selfish needs. Needs or whatever you are. I'm going to do something real quick here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Cool. Appeal to their selfish, their selfish needs, whatever they. So again, I'd love to write a review. I said, I really feel bad that I'm stuck with this thing. And he said, well, normally we really can't do this, sir. And I hear, when I heard that, normally we can't do this. I'm like, okay, we're breaking through. We're cracking the shell on this one. And I said, hey, I totally get that. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm grateful. Really, really grateful of anything you can do. I'm very, very grateful of you. You're doing a great job here. And it needs to be genuine. It can't be bullshit, right? It needs to be genuine. I'm really, really grateful for you here. You're really helping me. I really appreciate your help and anything at all you can do. And then that was it. He's like, well, you know what? He's like, I have an idea. He's like, well, we'll turn it under I can't remember what I remember. He said, well, we'll do it this way. And then I can just apply the credit to do you have a vacuum here? And I'm like, damn it, no, I don't. I didn't bring it. He's like, we can apply it. We'll do some kind of something kind of return. He said some kind of return that the time doesn't matter. And then I'll apply it to the new Dyson. And I said, yes. So it's a great tool, agree and repeat, to hear yeses from people and to get, again, be more influential and have people say yes to you. And let me show you a different way of this as well. Welcome, Shannon, by the way. Welcome. This is being live streamed to, and Maria, welcome to Zoom, live stream via Zoom to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So feel free, there's recordings there if you want as well. We're talking about a technique called agree and repeat. So the second way to use agree and repeat to hear yeses, bust through people's BS, break through the automatic, no, sorry, we can't, no, it's not our policy, no, we can't do that, no, I don't have the power to do that. To get through that, you can use the second option. Now, if someone's bugging you, someone's trying to, let's say someone is trying to sell you something, hard sell, close you, I don't know, they're harping on you about something, trying to convince you of something. Here's how it works. So they say something. Basically, again, you repeat, agree with what they said. And again, no, thank you. I'm not interested. Don't need it. And then again, basically the process repeats. So they will likely say something again. There was this person selling magazines, going door to door in my condo building. I have no idea how they got in my condo building. They're going door to door, and he's like, "Oh, hello, hi, I'm here selling magazines. We have a bunch of awesome magazines for everyone." And I said, "Well, I really get most of my information online. I more read personal development books. So no, thank you. I'm not interested." He said, "Well, sir, not to worry. We have lots of human development, personal development, human behavior, all kinds of professional development, magazines. We have a whole suite of magazines. There's something in there for you." And so again, I said, I hear you. It sounds like you got a lot of great magazines, a lot of stuff that's there. It's just, no, thank you. I'm not interested. I don't need it. I got to get a lot of my information online and from books from authors who I like and trust. And he's like, "Sir, not to worry. We have lots of our authors are well-respected authors. We have guest authors, guest posting. We have lots of books. We've got all these reviews and all these awards." And I said to him, "Great, I hear you. I hear it, and I'm sure you got all these great awards. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's all great. I'm sure these things are amazing and great. I'm just not interested." And he said, well, sir, a lot of your neighbors have been buying these, trying to encourage me into the group think and the sense of community, which is an influence tool and tactic. A lot of your neighbors have been buying them, and a lot of your neighbors have them and they really like them. And I said, I hear you. I'm sure my neighbors really like them and they're getting a lot of great value and they're getting a lot from them. I just, I'm not interested. Thank you. And he said, there's even a sale on now. Once I leave, the sale's over. It's a special deal only through me. If you sign up online, you lose the sale. He's like, "Sir," he's like, "you're missing out on a great offer." And I said to him, "You know what? You're absolutely right." I said, I'm going to miss out on I'm sure I'm going to miss out on a great offer. and a great sale, and that's okay. Thank you very much. Not interested. And he said, sir, I don't think you're really listening to me. And I said, you know what? You're probably right. I'm probably not really listening to you. I said, thank you. I'm not interested. Don't want them. And so I'm holding back a laugh at this point. And he's got a grin on his face too. And he's like, you really don't want them, right? Do you? I said, no, thank you. Good luck. Best of luck. Good for you for staying on me for so long. I'm actually impressed and proud of you. I almost bought a magazine because of his persistence. I'm like, oh, amazing. Love it. I said, great persistence. Great work. I said, you'll keep up the good work. I'm a no, thank you very much. And best of luck. And he's like, okay, thanks, you too. So you can use agree and repeat to either, I don't want to say get rid of, saying no to someone who's very insistent instead of buying something out of guilt or out of frustration or out of sheer, okay, fine, I'll buy it, right? Of sheer insistence or sheer pressure.
Bank is like that. James, I find the bank is like that when they're trying to sell me a new product or something. They're exactly like you said, they just will not give up. You almost got to just hang up. It's crazy.
It's so interesting. Yeah. And they're very like, or the mobility calls and stuff. Well, what about this or this? And well, after our customers called today, let's make sure you're getting all the discounts. And so they try to sell you a million other plans. Like, no, I don't need any other crap. I don't watch TV. Don't need TV. I hate TV. I don't need all these other packages that'll get me a better value because I don't watch TV. I don't have a home phone. I don't need one. I'm not home most of the time. So yeah, exactly, Ian. It's too funny. So these are very, very useful. You can get agreement. You can get, again, returns. You can get, I've got hotel room upgrades with this too. Because again, most people's default is a no, unless they're in a great mood or that store or hotel or whatever has a policy that, yeah, we have upgrades for people. If they're nice to you or if there's a good reason, we'll give upgrades. And so I've found that, you know, every hotel has an upgrade. Every store, I went into Buffalo Jeans and got a discount. Got a discount when normally you don't get. They got 10%. He's like, the manager's like, well, I could give you 10% off. I said, perfect, amazing, thank you. So I saved some money. Some overly expensive jeans that I probably didn't need. But anyways, you know, you can use that to Ian's point. You can stop someone and stop them from insisting and say no, and really have them understand and hear you. Or you could get a yes from someone, whether it's a client, whether it's a prospect that they're weaseling out or they're I want to say that they're worming their way out of things. They, you know, Ian, they need to buy your service and you know, maybe mentoring people or working with you. Again, Jonathan, same thing. You know, Maria as well, Trina, Zareen, all your mentoring, coaching. Again, Shannon did it with you and Michelle too, and Nicole as well. All you guys there that want to, you know, enroll people in your stuff, and you're getting this resistance. You're hearing no from them. You know, I gotta totally acknowledge. You want to acknowledge them. I acknowledge that you're this. You know, I'll acknowledge that. I hear you. I respect that you're busy. And just go back to the initial pain points and solutions. And my solution is going to help you A, B, and C. Would you rather wait for that, or do you want that stuff now? Would you rather wait and do you rather save money now and make more money now, or do you want to put that off? What would you rather do? I'm confused. Well, yes, you're right, Trina, but I would want to blah, blah, blah. And carefully using the word but, guys, because it negates anything you've said before, but people will use it. You know, but, Trina, but, blah, 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 excuse number 2. And Trina can say, you know, I hear you on it. Acknowledge that, oh, I don't know, your husband doesn't like you or your wife doesn't like you spending or investing money on things or whatever. And, you know, insert a comment, you know, whose business is this? Whose life is this? Whose well-being is this? Whose family, whose entire family, including your wife and husband, is going to benefit when you do this, when you take action, right? And this is almost like a number 3 for sales, really. Oops. This is not, there we go. There's number 3 for sales. Just like I'm doing, right? And you just keep repeating. Well, yeah, you know, you're right, and it'll help my family, and you're right, and this and that. But I'm always so tired. I'm always so tired. I don't think I can take this thing on Ian, or I'm just so tired to be able to work with you, Maria and Trina and Zareen and Nicole and Shannon and Jonathan, this and that. And I just have no energy, and I'm overwhelmed. You know, and I hear you. I hear that you're overwhelmed. Again, it's the same thing for sales. Agree and repeat. I hear you, and I watched one of my mentors do this the other night. I totally acknowledge that you're exhausted and you're so busy and overwhelmed. And perhaps that's exactly why you need this course, because it's going to help you with A, B, C, or you're going to need my real estate investment services or mentoring or my business services, like says Jonathan, or my mentoring or coaching, psychological services for all the other guys on here, right? And so we agree and repeat, and you're going to benefit this way and this way and this way. Just keep going back to the benefits and back to the costs. They often need to hear it 3 times. Avoid giving up with one objection, or avoid giving up with one of their excuses or one of their AKA reasons or ways to delay things. It's human nature. We put off things that's uncomfortable. And then when it comes to that date, Trina, call me back in a month or 2, or Nicole, let me know in 6 weeks, or I can't do this, Jonathan, until whenever. And then you call them back and they're like, well, yeah, you're right. I need to do this. And Jonathan, can you call me back in another few months or a few weeks? I got to wait. Or, Zareen, or, Maria, can you do this? Can we do this then? Or, Shannon, Nicole, I have to wait until this. And you're like, wait a minute. You said back then that you'd be doing it now, and now you have to put it off again. What am I missing? I'm genuinely confused. You can use this. I'm genuinely confused. If this is costing you time and money and energy, and you're losing blank, and you're not having blank or gaining blank, and you're not able to blank in your life, like travel, work remotely, live in abundance, whatever, I'm confused, because you said you wanted A, B, C, and I'm going to help you get that so you can D, E, F, G, tangible outcome, make more money, have better relationships, be more confident, be fitter, healthier, sexier, more confident, grow your business, whatever, be more free, whatever. And you said you wanted that now. You said that's important to you, did you not? And then we're getting into tag questions, which I'll get into in a moment. We can do this. We can get this for you. Don't you want to have this now, don't you? You want to get this now, don't you? Again, tag question. Or do you not? Yes, or you don't want to wait until X time in the future, because it sounds like it's costing you this much per month in time, or this much a month in energy, or this month a month. If you're not confident, you can't go ask for a raise for your boss or get a better job. It sounds like it's costing you $3-4 grand a month, every single month, for you not to, whatever. Go ask, be powerful, go ask for your boss, or get rid of the fear, the worries, limiting beliefs, the trauma, and go take action, or invest in real estate. I will work with Ian, work with Jonathan for his new business, helping you be successful. So that it's just, you can agree and repeat that way too. There's often people see, and this is one of the reasons why it works. Oh, one sec here. So I get for sale, just agree and repeat, plus keep repeating, going back to their pains and how your solution will save them time, money, energy, heartache, etc. Okay. So again, just keep repeating that, keep going back to it and back to it. And the reason this works is most people have a 2 to 3x convincer. They have to hear something at least 2 to 3 times to be convinced of it, or to really hear you. That's why in a lot of advertisements, so there's a call to action 3 times. Remember, Ian, call 1-800 whatever. And this offer is only available today. It's going to be go soon. It's going to be, and there's more scarcity and urgency for you to call and to create action and influence. And remember, Ian, that number again is blah 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 blah. And this is a limited time offer. It's not going to come back again. It's going to help you do this and this and this and this. Maria, remember, Maria, you must call now 1-800 blah 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 blah. Usually, it's at least 3 times. You'll hear a call to action, a pitch, a phone number, a website. Watch ads, radio, TV, online, watch it, and see if you're reading even a sales page on something, or something trying to sell you something. There's usually at least 3 times there. Again, most people have a 2 to 3 times. It's called convincer. Be convinced of something, or to really hear you. So make sure if you're speaking from the stage, guys. I'm not sure if any of you speak from the stage or do like this. A lot, like when people come to my live events, when people come to my courses. Again, guys, I'm encouraging you. Let's jump on a call together. if this is interesting, I'd love to jump on a call and to see what value I can add to your lives. Let's have a conversation, right? So this is the first time I'm doing it. And I'll do that 2 or 3 more times today to encourage us to connect, to jump on a call, to network, to get in touch with each other, to get off the Zoom and get on a call, for example, to talk more, see how I can serve. So that was my number one. Most people have a 2 to 3 times convincer. And if you only do it once, or you give up with one objection, oh, Jonathan, I'm much too busy these days, or oh, I can't afford it, Maria, or all the nonsense people give you. And these are just topics. These are not real objections. They're just topics, guys. It's just a topic. Not enough money, time, energy. If it was life-threatening, I can guarantee you they'd find money. If it was highly emotional, like a trip, or I don't know, something highly emotional, like a purse or a car or something, I can almost guarantee, or a big TV, I can almost guarantee you that they'll be able to find the money to do that. It's because it's emotional and it really drives. So if you can also find that and trigger the emotions and get them excited, but also getting them realizing what the cost is and what the pain is and how much bigger it'll get if they don't do it. In fact, we can probably do that on one of these. I can actually teach you this process called the Dickens process. We did that a few weeks ago as well. I believe it's on the YouTube channel as well. I'm pretty sure I live streamed that one too, or on Facebook. So that's why this works, guys. One of the reasons why most people have a 2 to 3 times convincer, and you got to get past that BS filter, that automatic no, whether you're a salesperson, whether you're asking for a discount, asking for a promotion, you got to get past that internal resistance, that automatic no, sorry, no, and really get to the heart of it, or get past the BS to hear a yes. And we'll talk more about that in a moment. Any questions, guys? Questions, concerns, comments, where else this can be used? Just agree and repeat, and maybe pepper in a bit of, again, well, I really want to support you versus Amazon, or I really want to love the store. I'm happy to give you a big review. I want to give the store a review to say thank you. I'm so grateful of you and your time and all your help and anything you can do to help me. Pepper in some good stuff too, to make them feel good, because then they want to help you feel good. Questions, concerns, comments, guys?
James, do you mind scrolling up to the top again quickly?
Not at all. Don't mind at all.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. My pleasure, Ian. My pleasure. So there you go. For telling people no and getting rid of pushy people. If you want to raise, there you go. You can use this one. Well, we can only give you X amount of dollars. I hear there's only X amount of dollars in the budget. I hear you can only give this, and I hear you're already giving me so much. And I just, with inflation and things going up, prices going up, I really need blank per hour or blank per year versus what you're offering me. I really need that to be able to continue. I want to work here, and pepper the stuff in, pepper positive stuff in, appeal to their selfish needs, make them feel good. I love working here, love working with you, and just to make it sustainable, because inflation is just, you wouldn't believe how much my groceries cost me now. I need blank per hour or blank per year to make it sustainable, because I want to stay here. And it's also, you're going to get raises, promotions, discounts, sales, anything. Again, upgrades at hotels. Have fun with it, guys. Play with it, have fun, practice it. You can't go wrong. And again, pepper in those little things. I'd rather support you versus Amazon. I don't want Amazon to take, hey, can I give you when we're done? You've been so helpful. You've been so helpful, Jonathan. Can I give you an accolade or a customer review accolade for helping me here? I put that in there, and I'm serious, and I do it. I'm not an ass that says I'll do it and they give me something and I don't do it. I do it for them, because I am grateful for their help and for what they can give me. So again, pepper that in as well, but basically you just agree and repeat. And that way you're going to hit people's 2 to 3 times convincer to convince, or to really hear you and really want to serve you, and really be like, okay, this person really wants it. Well, I guess I need to give it to them, versus the automatic, no, sorry, no. Cool. Any other questions, guys? Okay. The Milton model, tag questions. Milton Erickson, he was a gentleman, lived a long time ago, and he actually was, among many things, a great storyteller, great hypnotherapist. And he developed something called the Milton model to negotiate, to create influence as well, to get agreement. And one of these big ones, in fact, real estate agents often use it. However, often they don't use it really right, or they use it too much or too often. So tag questions work. They work very well. And tag questions are questions, like they say, that are tagged onto, no rocket science here. Tag questions are questions that are tagged onto the end of a statement to get agreement and bypass resistance. For example, here's an example. So Ian, if I were to be able to show you a way to dramatically increase your business and do more with less time, that would be interesting to you, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah, of course.
Cool. Awesome. And I mean, Maria, if I was able to find you and show you a way to make even more money than you were doing before and to create some other streams of income, you'd likely want to hear about that, wouldn't you? Very cool. Right? And Zareen, if I could find you and show you ways to work even more with international clients, making more money, charging more for what you do for psychotherapy and psychology, then it sounds like that would be of interest and that would be valuable to you, would it not?
Of course.
Got it. Cool. So what these are, guys, and again, it's be authentic, be genuine. You don't want to twist someone's arm to buy something they don't need or sell ice to an Inuit. But again, tag questions will bypass resistance and get past that initial sorry, no, or just looking, or the initial excuses or reasons or stuff, right? So tag questions will get a yes and get agreement. And like Tony Robbins says, get a million yeses. How are they going to tell you no when they've said yes to you 1,000 times, right? So tag questions include wouldn't. Yeah, I got a new keyboard. Wouldn't it? Don't you? Doesn't it? Can't you? Can you not? Can you not? Like the Taylor Swift song? Can you just not? I see these are a lot of tag, don't you? Didn't it? So again, you can say, hey, Nicole may not be able to respond, but Nicole, that sounds like it'd solve your problem, didn't it? Or wouldn't it? Hearing what this can do to you, it sounds like it makes sense for you to invest and to take action now, doesn't it? So these are questions, again, tagged onto the end of a statement to get agreement and bypass resistance, bypass the BS, bypass the filters, bypass the typical no or excuses or, hey, no, just looking, or, hey, let me think about it, for anyone that's attempting to enroll someone, or I don't want to say sell, but we'll sell or enroll someone or get someone to work with you. Maria, what's going on with everyone's cameras? You guys hiding today? We only have the men on here now. It's the 3 men. Oh, thanks, Maria. Thanks, Maria. Zareen, by the way, we haven't met you yet. We'd love to see your beautiful face and smiling face. You too, Shannon. And I know, Trina, you got a virtual background, but that's a nice background. I just love to see your faces, guys. So again,
it's nearly 10 p.m. here, James. Sorry, it's nearly 10 p.m. here. I've had a very long day, and I'm in my pajamas, and hence,
very cool.
Hence my camera is off.
Oh, no worries, Kate. We won't. You don't have to show us your polka dot pajamas today. No problem. And yes, true. It is quite late there. So again, these are questions that will bypass resistance. You can use it for really anything, honestly, that you want. Quite honestly. Anything at all. Again, and there's a diminishing returns as well. Usually using more than 2 to 3 in a row has diminishing returns and sometimes starts to annoy people. So for example, I could say, hey, Trina, if we could do this and this, then that would be valuable to you, wouldn't it? And because this is costing you so much in customer income, pretend I'm a marketing service. If I could, the fact that I can help you find more customers, get better leads, and get more qualified leads, I mean, it sounds like it makes sense for us to start that now versus waiting, doesn't it? And you could probably do one more, right? You could do, and because of our payment programs, we've discussed ways to make this work for you, and that it sounds like it would be financially available for you, and that you could afford it. Can you not, or can't you? Something like that. That wasn't as great. I didn't like that last one, but something like that. 2 or 3, either in a row or throughout a conversation. After that has diminishing returns. However it works, you will elicit a yes from people, unless they're just like a hard no. And then stop talking to them, avoid working with them. They're not going to be a yes. They're not going to work with you, support you, buy from you, right? Now, again, tag questions can include, again, at a hotel asking for a discount. Now, I know you do have rooms for upgrades for special people or in certain situations, don't you? And that you have the power. I believe I know you're able to upgrade people who ask really nicely and smile at you like this. And I play with it. I'm silly too. I have fun. And I know you do have rooms available for people, especially when they've been wronged or something's gone wrong. I know you have upgraded rooms to make it right, and that you can do that for me. Can you not? So it elicits yes. I mean, they're not going to say no, right? So this elicits yes. Without getting too much into the minutia of how this works, which is what we do in my course. So if anyone has an interest in learning more in my course, feel free to come hang out. Maria comes and hangs out with us once a week in the course. So does Nicole, actually. They're both in the course. At the end of this, actually, if anyone has any questions about my course from Maria or Nicole, I'd be willing to bet that they'd be happy to give you their feedback and their thoughts on the course if you have any questions. Again, feel free to jump on a call, book a call with me. I'll give you my call booking link here, guys. Want to chat? I'd love to hear about you, your business, how to connect, how to refer, how I can support you in any way. Honestly, I'd love to reconnect, guys, at the end of this. So these are tag questions, and I encourage you, use them, practice them. Here, I'll even drop them in the chat here for you guys as well. And Maria, I see your question. Give me just 2 seconds. There you go. Drop them in the chat. So these are tag questions. There's probably a few more I'm forgetting here. Can you not? Can't you? Doesn't it? Didn't it? Don't you? Wouldn't it? Oh, won't you? Won't you? And so you'll take action today. You'll start taking action today. You'll want to do this today, because this is going to change your life and do all this stuff. Do ABC and get you DEFG results today. So you'll start. You want to start this today, won't you? You want to start immediately, won't you? Or wouldn't you? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't you? Maria, your question.
Yeah, so my question is that about these tag questions. Sometimes when we are trying to communicate to someone, they are unnecessarily rude, you know?
The other person? Okay.
Yeah, the person we are trying to communicate or trying to sell or trying to, whatever, present or whatever we are trying to do. I mean, that's a big block for me. If someone is talking loud or someone would say harsh or rude stuff to me, I would be just, I would not go back to that person. So how is this like tag question will help me in that regard when someone is not even listening? Got
it. So that's a good question. And if they're being rude, do you really want to work with them anyways? Do you really want to deal with them anyways? Now, here's a technique. Here's something I learned years ago. If they're being rude to you, you can literally say it, firmly, calmly, not yelling. There's no need to be rude to me. I'm trying to help you. And it'll just stop. They'll just stop and they'll be like, sorry, you're right. Because it does two things. It's like, hey, that's not cool. There's no need to be rude to me. Stop it, kind of thing. And it's like, I'm trying to help you here. I'm here for your benefit. It basically is what it's saying. And they're like, okay, yeah, you're right. You're here to help me. Sorry. And I've never had someone not apologize. I don't think I've even people that were kind of jerkish, I've never had them be like, sorry, and they'll just grumble and walk away, or they'll be like, sorry, you're right. So this is a way to stop people being rude, mean, anything like that. There's no need to be rude to me. I'm trying to help you, right? I'm trying to support you, whatever the situation is. Mold it to your situation. So that statement is magic. And further to answer your question, Maria, which is a great one, you can also go back to, let's say someone's rude, someone's saying, Maria, I don't know, this is boring, or I don't like this, or this is, well, and you go back to them and say, well, it sounds like what I think I'm hearing is that you're struggling here and you're challenged here, and that maybe you want to grow here and here. Did I get that right? Am I hearing you correctly? Make copy test, right? Copy and then test to what you've heard to make sure what you've repeated is correct and what you've heard is correct. Copy test. They'll feel heard. They'll feel seen. We talked about that last week. If we have time, I can go through it briefly today. It is called copy test. Basically, hey, this is important to me. I want to make sure I heard what you said. Or in this case, Maria, if they're rude, hey, you know what? Just so because it's me, I want to understand. You said, this and this, and you're challenged here and here, and you want this and that, or you want my help with this. You want to be able to do that. If I was able to help you with that, then that would be valuable, wouldn't it? Or you'd want to do that, wouldn't you? Or it would be helpful, and and that would be useful and helpful to you. And that sounds helpful, doesn't it? Or you'd want to do that, don't you? Or you'd see value in that, don't you? So you can come back to them with either this or going back and just, let's say you're dealing with a customer or a potential customer, Maria, and they're being a little snooty or rude or not listening. If you've talked to them a bit and you know some of their pains and challenges and goals, then again, you can just rehash those and get their attention. Because people's pain, if you can help them with their pain, say, I can help you with that. Your pain A, B, C, guess what? I can help you. And you know that goal, D, E, F, G, I can help you get there too. And if I can help you with that, then that would be valuable to you, wouldn't it? And you'd want to hear more about that, wouldn't you? Something like that. So those are my two answers to your question, Maria. Hope that's helpful. Cool. Good question. Good question. Because you're right. There's rude people out every day. And remember, guys, remember, everyone is doing the best they can with the resources they have available. Their own stuff. I have my own crap. People have their own crap too. People are doing the best they can with the resources they have available. Maybe they had a bad morning. Someone passed away. They've had a tough life. There's no excuse to be rude or mean or hurtful. And just remember, they're doing the best they can with the shit they've been dealing with too. Just like I am doing the best I can with the stuff I've been dealing with. I'm not perfect either. I'm doing the best I can. So just have empathy with people as well. Boundaries, like stop, that's not cool. There's no need to be rude to me. I'm trying to support you, help you, listen to you, whatever it is. Have boundaries, but also empathy. Okay. Copy test. Again, basically repeat, check and repeat back what they have said to make sure you heard them correctly. People love this. You want to have people feel that you have heard them. You want to be different to people, guys. Copy test is incredible. Incredible. It's just exactly what I said. You know, Shannon, what you just said is really important to me. And you know, Nicole and Zareen, I really want to make sure I hear you and I've heard you properly, because this is important. And I really want to make sure I get this right. What I think I heard is, right? So what I think I heard was ... How did I do out of 10? How did I do out of 10? 0, or, you know, how did I do out of 10? And then you can say, and then what did I miss? If you missed something, you know, what did I miss? And people will feel heard and feel seen and feel acknowledged. You'll stand out. Ian, if you're talking to someone and they're totally listening to you, they're totally present with you, how does it make you feel?
Well, engaged, for one. Having a strong rapport is number one in counseling and sales and persuasion.
You got it.
And influence.
Exactly correct, brother. Yeah, you will build rapport like nothing. I mean, Jonathan and yourself. I love it. Whitebeard strategies, by the way. Love it. That's amazing. When someone is really totally present with you, you can tell they're listening. They're actually interested in what you're saying versus trying to be interesting. Well, yeah, John, that's great. And you know, I'm this and that. I have this qualification survey, and I've done this and that with clients. And I'm going to help you, and I'll do this and this, and trying to shove this stuff down your throat. Versus, oh my God, tell me more, John. That's interesting. I'm sorry to hear that. What else, or how's that affecting you? When you feel heard and seen and feel that you're the most important person in the room at that moment, what does that do for you? How does that make you feel?
No, it makes me want to engage.
Right on, brother. Right on. Yeah. It's so powerful, guys. And copy test, and checking what you heard, because again, there's all kinds of stuff that happens between ears and eyes and our brain, and then vice versa between their brain and what they think they say as well. All kinds of stuff getting mumbled and jumbled, and hence broken telephone. You guys have all probably played that game in school. That's why broken telephone happens. This is a way to correct that and recover missed, deleted, distorted, generalized data to make sure we actually heard them correctly. And that way, it'll help you be influential, persuasive, sell more, close more, support more, help them more, help them with what they need to be helped with. So copy test, it's a great principle, and you can pre-frame them as well. Again, this is really important to me. I want to make sure, versus what I think I heard. If you want to pre-frame them, go ahead. You don't have to, but so what I think I heard you say, Zareen and Shannon, what I think I heard you say, Nicole, was blank. How did I do? Did I get it all? Did I get it right? Did I get 100% right? And ideally, you want to be as close to 100 as you can. Let's copy test. I just thought I'd bring that up because it was a valuable question. Okay. So you mentioned, Zareen, as well, influencing people at work, right? You mentioned influencing people at work and being able to do these things. So, we lose someone? We lost Jonathan. Okay. So you want to mention wanting to be able to, influence people, connect with people, and really stop that resistance, right? And getting buy-in, right? Stop the resistance, getting buy-in. So,
Correct.
What you can do. Good. Okay, excellent. Because I think I heard you say that. Again, copy test. I think. How did I do out of 10? Did I get that? Is there anything I missed? Anything I'm missing, Zareen?
No, you've got it.
Excellent. Got it. So for that, let me do this actually. I'll do principles of influence a little later if we have some time. So resistance from people, getting buy-in. So again, really understand and ask, like what is their why? What is their why in the moment? Their big why. What is their why? Their big why. And for that moment, what do they really want? And really connect what you do, what you want, your why, your thing, whatever it is, thing, need, ask, etc., with their why to influence them, motivate them. So what do I mean by this? So, for example, I'm a big why guy, and we can get into next time the why, what, how. Actually, that might be a cool thing to talk about today. Let's do that. Let's do that later. Actually, I'll close it out with these the learning styles and principles of influence. We can do next time, but these things tie more into what we've been talking about. Okay, so to really understand, for example, if someone wants me, James, I need you to dig a hole. I'm like, all right, I don't love digging holes. It's not a lot of fun. Or I don't love, I don't love building fences, but I mean, I guess I'm happy to help you. We need to build this fence. Why are we building this fence? Well, if you told me, we need to build this fence because there's a farm on the other side of the fence. And if we don't have this fence, some of the animals have been getting out lately. And first of all, we don't want the animals to get hurt. And do you want the animals to get hurt? I said, well, no, of course not. I don't want any animals to get little lambs or baby lambs or cows or sheep or something. Baby horses. I don't want them to get hurt or hit by a car. And well, great, James. And again, then, it's like they'll also prevent the animals from going onto the road and getting hit by cars or hurting people too. People, it'll protect people. It'll save lives. Oh, that's pretty important. That appeals to my why to help the world, to make the world a better place, protect people, help people, etc. So that really appeals to my. So I'm going to help you now that I know that. Versus James, I need your help building a fence. Or James, you got to build a fence at work. We're going to pay to build a fence. All right, whatever. Versus, well, it's going to save lives, protect little baby animals, the cute little baby animals, save lives, save children, help people out, whatever. Well, that's pretty important. So you're addressing a pretty big why and a big purpose that connects with me. Now, if someone doesn't care about animals or kids or children or helping people, then it may not appeal to them. That's why asking and really understanding what is their why, their big motivation, right? Their big, like, what do they really want? What do they really need, Zareen? What do they really want? What do they really need? And again, you can ask them or just get to, if you know them well, okay, what are their big things? And just in conversation, you can elicit this with people, or just ask them. I'm interested in you. First, let me stop talking about me for a minute. I'm interested in you. What are some of your biggest goals? Ask for goals first, because people usually are more comfortable sharing goals first. So, tell me what are some of your top goals here at work or in life? I would get both to Zareen, life and work, because their work goals are important. Their life goals, if you tie the work to the life goals, are much more effective and motivating. So let's say, let's say you're getting some resistance from people, and just like, hey, you know what? You can tie that into their big goals at work. I understand you want to X, Y, Z at work, become more influential. You want to get a raise, get promoted. This task, this special project will help you and give you extra skills. It'll build this skill or that skill. It'll do this thing or that thing. Right. So, and I didn't get the specific context of and I could ask actually, Zareen, the specific context too of the resistance you're getting from people, resistance from the workforce, getting buy-in, right? And so a couple things is, what is their why? Ask questions. That's another thing. Questions are the answer, guys. Questions are the answer. Questions are the answer. Intrigued? Questions are the answer. When in doubt, ask a question. Doubt, ask a question. Questions are the answer, right? Questions are the answer. What do I mean by this? Well, let's say someone is resisting, and well, I don't really want to do that, or I'm not sure the exact. In fact, Zareen, give me a bit of context if you don't mind around this, because I want to be able to give you a really good answer versus a general answer. Tell me a little more about, you're getting resistance to people in the workforce and not getting buy-in. What's happening? What do you need them to do?
Well, our company is going through some management changes, policies are changing. So, of course, change is difficult. I do understand that. The difference is that here, with the current situation, the only objective or the reason that people come to work is just to actually survive, because things are so expensive. So they don't have a big why, most of the people here. So many a times when I interview people, when I talk to them, they don't have a motivation. It's just to basically pay the electricity bill. That's about it. So whenever I talk to them, I need a certain report done, I need this thing done, explaining them why do we need this, because this will make their work more effective, it will automate their work, reduce the time that they're right now doing the same job. And they're like, no, can't do that, no, can't do that, won't do that. So that is, in simple words, these small things.
Got it. And you went back on mute there. So you cut off a bit at the end there.
Yes. So basically, it's for any improvisation that is suggested. All right. There is a direct no. There is a very strong resistance, very strong, rigid response. No, we don't want to do it. Why would we want to do it? That is a response that I usually receive.
Okay. So again, you want to appeal to some sort of why that it's going to help them with their job. To your point, it's going to make things more efficient. You may need to use agree and repeat things several times to basically burn it into their brain that, hey, this is going to help. This is going to do this. Again, because people, you're right, people's resistance, human resistance, no is usually the first answer, right? Is usually the first answer. So again, using agree and repeat, right, is going to be very, very useful. And just again, repeating that, right, is going to be one of the biggest things that you're able to do. And it's going to help you again. So not just say it. Remember, people usually have a 2 to 3 times convincer. So my suggestion would be to reiterate the why, why this is going to help. It'll make the jobs easier, make the jobs better, make the jobs more interesting, right? So that's a key thing as well for you guys, is to just keep repeating that why, because it sounds like you're using the why. It sounds like, Zareen, you've told people and talked to people about, okay, this is going to help this, it's going to make this improvement, it's going to make this difference, it's going to do this. It sounds like you are appealing to them. And I am hearing you, what I think I heard is that people really, it's about survival. So perhaps they may or may not have a work why. They probably do. They probably want to make more money. Here, let's drill in a little bit. That's a question. Work why? Probably to make more money, right? Be promoted, be recognized, be rewarded. Because everyone loves to be recognized and rewarded. It's often more motivating to people and more rewarding than extra money. Right, so they have the work why and they have the personal why again. So yet make more money, for their family, food, I doubt it's for vacations. Like I said, these people are more in survival, but you can appeal to that. Hey, this is going to help you gain more skills, work-wise. You're going to gain more skills. So expertise, you're going to get more done because of this thing you got to do. It's going to be more efficient, more effective from what I think I heard from you, and get more done, so that you look better, get recognized, again, make more money, promotions, etc. So you can tie it, if anything, tie it back to them making more money. When in doubt, hey, this is going to help you be more productive. You get more recognized because you're more productive. It's going to help you with this, help you with that. It's going to help the business with this. It's going to make things flow better. You're going to look like a champion and hero when we share. We share all the people that help with this project, this thing. There's a number of ways to do it, and I'm happy to have a one-on-one with you too to talk a little more specifically. But these are some of my ideas for you. I just, find any why. And if you want, assume like, well, they're probably, if they're struggling and surviving, they probably want more money and family, food, maybe even fun, maybe a little fun for the family, more money, which comes often in the form of a promotion, raise, etc. So you can link this. This is going to help you be more skilled, more valuable, right? So yeah, more skilled, valuable, useful. It'll I don't want to say prevent them being fired. It'll be I'm gonna put it like, make them fireproof, if you will. Make them firing proof, right? Because they're so valuable and they're doing all these things, taking things, doing these projects that will help the organization, that'll help each other make things more efficient. And you can tell them, I'm gonna make sure to recognize you and whoever else works on this, to the manager, to someone. I'll make sure to recognize you so we all get recognition for contributing. Because people love recognition. They love that visualization reward of being seen and being heard and being valued. So try some of those things. And again, when in doubt, ask a question. When in doubt, agree and repeat. Yes, I know you can't. I know you. I hear you won't. I'm hearing you're busy. I'm hearing you don't want to do this. And here's what we need to do, and this is why. You can repeat the what and the why. This is what we need to do. This is why. Right? And if they give you another excuse, I get it. Just agree and repeat. Agree and repeat. You want something from them. I get it. And I need you to do this, and this is the result it's going to have. This is the why. This is how it's going to help you and everyone. This is what I need you to do. So just agree and repeat, because sometimes they haven't heard you unless you said it 3 times. And that's why I usually say to people, I'd love to have a one-on-one with everyone. My calendar link, by the way, too, is in the chat. Just before I forget, my calendar link for calls is in the chat. Love to chat with you guys one-on-one. Love to have a one-on-one with you guys, talk a little more as well. See this network, connect, collaborate, see how I can help, see how we can help each other, support each other. So again, my calendar booking link is in the chat there. And if you'll notice, that's the third time, again, rule of 3, 3-time convincer. That's the third time that I've invited you guys to. But it's very nonchalant. It's very easy. Not a big bold, hey guys, you must book a call. It's just, hey guys, I'd love to chat with you. I'd love to have a live call if this was interesting, helpful. Love to share a bit more and maybe help apply some of this stuff specifically to what you do. So that would be my answer to your question as well, at least for now, at this point, Zareen. The three suggestions. Again, hit their why, and when in doubt, appeal to more money, skill, expertise, make them fireproof, more valuable, useful, get them recognized, and share. I'll make sure you get recognized for this. I'll make sure people that work on this get recognized. Better for your family, food, fun, and again, you'd be promoted, recognized, rewarded. It's going to help you grow. Help you grow professionally, whatever you need. So it's a great question. Let me talk to you guys a little bit quickly about learning styles, and then we'll conclude unless there's more questions. So really quick, learning styles. There's different learners, guys. There's a number of different learners. Different things I teach in my course about the how to talk to the visual people versus the kinesthetic doers. How to talk to the auditory digital, the really techie, detailed, fact-finding people, how to talk to them versus how to talk to, let's say, an auditory person that just wants to have a conversation. They don't care about, showing them like lists and charts and websites. They just want to have a conversation. So that's basically communication styles and representation system, which I teach in the course. That'll take a little while, but what I can teach you today really quickly is a crash course on learning styles, how people learn. And that way they'll get value from you. So there's a why, some big why people like me, which is about 40% of population as well, 35 to 40% of people. There's the what people, interested in all the what. Details, info about it, whatever the it is, right? Info about it as well. So some people want to hear all about that. That tends to be about 25% roughly of people. Need to know the big why or appeal to their why. And then they're interested. Again, another probably 20% of people, give or take, 20 to 25% of people are interested in they want to know all about the how. Ian, how do you do this? How does this work? How do I invest? How do I make money? How long does it take? If you want them to take action, get it, be interested, engage them, guys. Again, Zareen as well. They want to know about the how. A lot of people, 25% of people want to know about the how. And then what if? Again, another probably, I would say 15%-ish of people all about the what if. What if this happens? And well, what if that? And how do I work in this? And what happens then? And how about this? And how about that? All the potential potential permutations of things, possibilities, that kind of thing, right? All the potential possibilities, permutations. So when you're able to talk to this and speak to this and understand what person is, what that person is, that's going to serve you. You're going to speak to them, because without telling me why, what's the big why, I really don't care about the what, how, or what if. I really don't care. I'm checked out until you tell me why. By the way, a lot of CEOs and leaders, guys, big leaders, big CEOs, if you're selling to them, make darn sure you appeal to their why and talk about the why to do this, why you should do this, why you should invest, why you should buy, why you should work with me, why to do this. Because they're usually big why, big picture, why people, give me the 50,000 foot view, be bright, be big, be gold, and be bold rather, and be gone. So again, some people want to know what the what, all the details. These tend to be more the techie people, accountants, lawyers, technical people tend to be, not always. How people, these are often action takers. It's like, tell me how to do it. Let's go. I got my engine revving. I'm ready to release the brakes and rev the engine, drop the clutch. Tell me how to do this. I'm excited. Let's just how to do this. Versus I don't care about the how until you tell me why. Like, again, we're building a fence or digging a hole. Okay, why are we digging a hole? I don't want to dig a hole. Well, we're just gonna put up a sign because a lot of people speed through here, and this is a school zone. And we don't want kids to get hurt or killed. There was almost a kid getting hurt the other day because someone drove too fast and, ignored the speed limit. We want to have, then okay, if we're going to put up a sign that's going to help kids, then I'm going to give you the best, deepest hole I can do to make the best, strongest sign saying, slow down, be safe, children playing, whatever, because I'm engaged. That's my why, right? And some people really, they want to know all the what if before they can take action or get engaged. It's like, I really need to know all the what if this happens, what if that happens, what if we do this, what if we do that, because they're so obsessed with the how and what if it goes wrong, what if it's different, that they need a lot of permutations of what if or what could happen, or just future pacing them too. Future events, future benefits, cool things that could result. How to avoid failures or barriers, etc. So understanding if someone's a why, how, what, or what if person is, it takes some practice, but just listen to what they're saying. Are they talking about the why? Are they talking big picture, high level? Are they more of a details person, a high details person, or are they, make like a techie person, technical person, or in a job like accounting, lawyer, finance, that love details, love information, love the what, right? That the job will give you a hint. It may not be the case, because let's say someone's in finance and they're maybe a salesperson, maybe they're more of a why. Again, how they want to know how they're asking more. So how does it work, Ian and Maria? How does it work working with you? And Nicole, how does the trauma coaching work, Maria and Trina? How does it work, and how does it get rid of my trauma, and how am I going to resolve this, and how am I going to be at the end of it, and how can we do this? How fast? How does it work? How do I know it works? Just listen to their questions and listen to the person. You can get a lot of information by listening, guys, and being present. Like I said earlier, listen, be present, and you'll build massive rapport. And then what if? Just if they're just obsessed with all the future stuff, what could happen? What if this and what if that? And talk about the future and what do we do in this case and what do we do in that case? Just listen, guys. You can listen for their cues to know which they are. And here's something, guys, really quickly. I hope this is not fire hose, but I do want to serve and give you value. Who here does some sort of social media posting, writing articles, videos, creating some kind of content? Cool. So Ian, Trina, perfect. Nicole, I know, does as well. Probably Shannon. Hello, iPhone. Probably iPhone as well. Yeah, Trina, and probably Zareen as well. And if not Zareen, I think it would help you. Oh, hey, Michelle. Welcome. Oh, yeah, walking, multitasking. I love it. Amazing. I'm going to do a workout in one of my masterminds later too. I'm going to do my shoulders on a mat during a mastermind. Love it. Good to see you. So this is a content framework. And again, for you as well, Zareen, being able to give more content, get out there, perhaps, however you want, start working with different people, maybe creating some content, or even putting a post out at work, an email out at work, a communication out at work, talking to people. This is a little trick. And it's I guess a model, if you will, of what I'll include to engage all these people. Would that would be interesting to you guys, would it not? Tag question. Would that be interesting to make sure to engage people with your communications?
Yes,
Would it not? There you go. Cool. Awesome. There you go. So tag question. There's a little tag. Would it not? Or wouldn't it? Cool. So you got to shock them. Make sure there's some kind of shock or a shock, a shift, a different way of thinking. Like for example, Ian could say, stop investing in real estate. And people like, what? What do you mean stop investing in real estate? And then in the article, he can talk, stop investing unless you know this, unless you do this, or stop investing in real estate without knowing this, without knowing that, right? So it's something it'll grab people, it'll cut through the noise at work, at work, Zareen, in your business, Maria and Shannon, of course, Ian as well, and your communications as well, Zareen. So any kind of shock, like stop this, or low fat diets are making you fat, whatever it is, some kind of shock, a shift, a belief shift, shit belief shift, a different way of thinking, right? Things like that. Zoom thinks my hand is up. A different shift belief, things like that, different way of thinking, right? So we shock, and we have the stake, the why. This is the why. This is why it's important. If you don't do this, this is going to happen. Stop investing in real estate unless you know this, unless you do this, right? The stake. Otherwise, if you don't follow my instructions or if you don't do this, then you're going to, I don't know, I'm just making this up, Ian. You're going to invest in crappy real estate, or you're going to buy something that's not going to appreciate as much, or whatever it might be, right? So the why. What is the big why? Then you have the stuff. So that is the what. That's the what. So you're going to hit the what people. You've hit the why people, the what people. You've captured attention. Right? A shock, a shift belief, a different way of thinking, anything catchy or different. Even countering popular belief. Like, hey, stop no-fat diets. They're making you fat. Or I don't know, eat more sugar, something like that. I don't eat more sugar, or whatever. Stop saving your money, invest it. So like stop saving your money, and then below in the body you can say invest it, for example. So again, these are just examples. So okay, shock, stake, stuff. You can have some satire if you want. As well. You want to have some support. So statistics, This will help. This credibility, right? Credibility. This will appeal to everyone, even the why people. It's a credibility. Like, yes, you engage with the why. Stop investing in real estate unless you know these three things. Okay. Now, how do we know it's credible? So credibility, right? So statistics. A famous person quote. I don't know, like some big real estate person, or like Warren Buffett says this. Stop investing in this unless So a famous person quote, statistics. Some proof, case study, your own experience, research, etc. So shock, stake, stuff, satire, support. You can have intelligent, and the how, the how. Of course, how is the how. How to, what to actually do, steps to. Hey, Zareen sends out an email. So yeah, we need people to start doing A, B, C, D steps now, or need to do B, C, D steps after doing A, whatever it is. Step to complete it, etc. The how, obviously, you're telling them how, and you're appealing to the how people, right? And then intelligent action. So what's an intelligent action? This is also, it can be a step as well. Do this thing now, kind of thing, right? And then summary. Again, optional, depending on the length of the communication. You guys have probably all heard the expression, tell people what you're going to tell them, then tell it to them, then tell them what you told them, right? So that's the summary. The summary is the hey, this is what I told you. So in summary, guys, avoid investing in real estate unless you know these three things. If you want to learn more, work with me. I can make sure you have these three things, or don't hire a coach, don't hire a psychologist, therapist until you do this, or until you know this, or do that, until you've reached this, or find that. So in summary, blah, blah, blah. So intelligent action, go do this thing. Go do this thing. Give them an action to do. So this is a bit of I'll call it a content delivery framework. I'll call it highly effective content delivery framework as well. So there we go. Hope that wasn't a fire hose, guys. We discussed a lot of cool stuff today. Any questions, guys? Questions, concerns, comments about? And I'm glad I was able to tie this into what you guys care about and your why and what's interesting to you. Does anyone have any questions? Need anything else? Any other barriers or blocks they want to discuss? Anything you need? And I hope this was helpful. Any questions on anything I've talked about, guys? Any questions? I'm sure you all have questions, don't you? Tag question. You guys have more questions for me, do you not? And you can ask a question. We have time. You have time to ask questions, don't you? Tag question. See how it works, tying it all together?
Question, Trina.
Sure, go ahead, Trina.
What kind of posting actually stimulates or gets your interest? Everything that you know and you do and you teach, what speaks to you?
So for me, good question. Something that's real and authentic. I don't really care as much about a video or a YouTube or TikTok that's got all this fancy stuff in it. It's just like, if they're raw and real, hey, here's a tip on how to have a better date with your special person, or here's a tip on how to be more influential. 3 things you need to know if you want to be more persuasive. Oh, cool. I care less if it's shot with a camera phone or a front camera phone and it's a bad angle, or if they're in there, they just got out of bed, or they're wearing pajamas. I care less about that. I care more if it's authentic, if it's useful, it's raw and real. And it's like, they're like coming from, hey, I want to help you, versus a lot of the kind of sales of Palooza stuff that people are just doing just to sell people or close people. Or it's some perfectly done. Sure, I'll watch it if it's interesting, engaging, but the key is that it's engaging. I don't care about it's fancy or it was done in a fancy studio. And that's why a lot of stuff, guys, there's almost no reason or no excuse not to do some sort of content these days and put yourself out there, because someone's going to resonate with it. Someone's going to value it. And you don't need fancy stuff. There's a lot of research now too, that even just a cool picture of you, because pictures of you, Ian, Michelle, Maria, Trina, Zareen, Shannon, Nicole, pictures of you will convert way better than a stock photo, or way better than just some random photo. Pictures of you, just a random picture of your life with some text below it. There's a lot of research now that actually converts and engages people way more than, let's say, an image with fancy, on the image, like in Canva or something, 10 tips for real estate success, or 10 tips to rid your trauma and increase confidence. You can do that, sure, but you don't have to. If you don't know how to do that, don't want to do that, don't want to spend the time, money, energy, literally put a picture up, a cool picture of you, and then below it, hey, I'm living my life. Hope you are as well. What's holding you back? Let's talk, or drop it in the comments, or DM me. What's holding you back? Let's have a conversation. I'll send you a couple tips, or hey, what's holding you back? Or who would be interested? A hand raiser. You can do a hand raiser. Hey, who'd be interested in 3 tips on how to be more confident and be heard and seen, or 3 tips to speak out better, or the top 3 mistakes people make when they hire a mentor, or when they invest in real estate, or when they with Jonathan's Whitebeard Solutions. I can't remember what he said he actually did, but let's say he helps people with websites, for example. The top 3 mistakes people make when building websites, or something like that cost you a fortune. So something like that, to me, is way more interesting and engaging. So did that answer your question, Trina? Cool.
Yes, it did, and it gave a whole bunch of good tips too.
Amazing. You're very welcome. My pleasure, guys. Yeah, content is king. Which is, and we'll talk more about this next time, content will help you it's going to help you hit a ton, we'll do this next time, of the factors, the top 14 factors of influence and persuasion, including credibility, authority, social proof. People like your stuff, people engage in your stuff, the social proof that you're out there in the world, versus who is this Marina person? Who is this Nicole? Who is James? Who is this Ian person? Right? Who is a Shannon person, versus your content's out there in the world. So while they're contributing, they clearly know what they're talking about. You get credibility, authority, because you're presenting. You'll create influence. You get respect. They'll get to know, like, and trust you. You're giving them value. So the reciprocity factor of influence comes in. Wow, Ian, he really gives some good tips with his podcast, or his events, or his shorts, or his lives, or whatever. Or Trina really gives some gold. And I'm getting a lot from her. I really think I want to work with her. Reciprocity is huge, guys. By give more and more, it'll come back to you. I promise you, it'll come back to you more. So we'll talk about all those principles in 2 weeks from now as well. Go ahead.
Sounds right out of a Cialdini book recently.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, correct. Exactly. Cialdini, exactly. He did a lot of research around influence. So exactly right. Content is king. If you want to be influential, we'll talk about his principles and more next time in 2 weeks as well. There's a little snippet for now on content, on posting, and do videos, do text, do pictures, mix it up, because again, different people consume different things. We don't have time to get into that today, but different people can do different things and learn different ways. Like we've talked about, they read and research, they communicate in different ways. They want to do things in different ways, learn in different ways. So, some text, some photos, some videos, some lives, calls to action, hand raiser, hey, who'd be interested in this? Or hey, who would be interested in this 5 tips to whatever? Or who'd be interested in a live call? I did that for today. Who'd be interested in a live call for ABCD? Or who'd be in a live call about this, trauma or real estate investing, or how to be more successful at work, right? Any last questions before I let you go, guys? Any last questions? Cool. So I'll do it a 4th time in the chat there, just bit.ly/James 30 minutes. I'll even put it in here as well, guys, at the top for everyone here, guys. Feel free. Would love to chat one-on-one with you guys. Let's have a call. We'd love to see how I can support you, what you do, what makes you, what makes you light up, what's fun for you. So it's just that bit.ly/James 30 minutes. That's my link there. It's in the chat. And for anyone watching the replay, let's have a one-on-one. Let's have a convo as well. Inevitably, I'll have some more tips and tricks and hacks for you as well. And then again, feel free to come next week as well. Maria, I'll see you in a bit. See you guys later. Shannon, see you later. Let's talk. Let's have a one-on-one, Shannon, too. And Ian, would love to connect with you guys and everyone else as well. Love to chat. Amazing. You're getting Michelle some exercise. I love it. Inspiring me. And we'll talk soon. Looking forward to connecting, guys. Everyone have an amazing day, okay? Everyone have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
Thanks.